Yo. Good morning.
Hello.
Good
Hello.
morning. It is SJ K. Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet, and I'm back here with another stream. Don't know how long the stream is going to go for. More than likely, it's going to be less than 2 hours. This is a hefty stream. We have 3 episodes that we're going to, get through and talk about. Probably just talk about them all overall, just in general. But Chillmonger, Nerdman's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. How you doing?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been, man. Too long, I'd say. But yeah, good to see you guys.
It's only been a week, not too long.
It's been 2 weeks or something. A lot has happened. That's the thing. A lot has happened since then. So it feels like longer. I don't know about you guys.
The last time we streamed, Draymond Green hadn't punched out Jordan Poole.
That was interesting. Entertaining, but interesting. So just to let everybody know, when I watched episode 8, I did not rewatch 6 and 7. So I might get some stuff mixed up between 6 and 7. 8, I do remember for sure. 6 and 7, I might get some stuff mixed up.
It's full spoilers, as it says, but just in case, say it again.
We're spoiling everything.
But I remember the one with the kids fighting. We can break it down. The one with the kids fighting.
That was 7.
The one before that, what was that? Bloody hell.
It was so they did another time jump. They introduced Damon's new wife, which is the king of, well, not the king, but the guy who runs Driftmark. His daughter, Damon married her, got 2 kids, and she was pregnant with his baby. She couldn't have the baby because it failed halfway during her pregnancy, and her dragon Vagar killed her. Well, she asked her dragon Vagar to kill her. Pretty sad scene, kind of messed up. I was like, dang, shoot. Almost got me teary-eyed for a second.
No, I didn't get that one. I don't get suicide itself. I shouldn't have said that word. That's one of those bad demonetized words. But anyways.
I think when she, I don't know why she killed herself, but like at that point, the baby wasn't going to come out. That baby was dead. That baby's gone. I don't know how they would take care of getting rid of the baby and getting it out of her, but I think she didn't want to just, like I said, I don't know why she killed herself, but yeah, well, tell me what your guys' theories on why she killed herself.
No, that's the thing. I don't get it.
I didn't get it either, and it leads me into what I want to say, like which we can pivot back into this. Look, this is a good show. There's no doubt about it. I give it a good critical, review.
Tomato.
I'm not going to be like really tough on it or whatever. I give it a good 7. 7 and a bit out of 10. It's got a passing grade for me.
A 7 so far isn't bad.
Can we start? Yeah, go on.
So for me, like, me right now, it's like between a 7 and an 8. I think this show would have benefited better from utilizing each season as time skips instead of doing time skips in these seasons, or you set it in a present day, all the kids are grown up, and you do flashbacks to stuff.
Absolutely.
If you need to, because this is a weird way to tell a story. If this was a movie, okay, if this was a movie, I understand. You got limited time, you got to skip over stuff, but the show's gonna have like more than 2 seasons, so they can take their time. I understand they want to get to the Song of Ice and Fire. They want to show how this house falls apart, but you can do it season by season. Like this first season should have been Rhaenyra as a child. Well, Rhaenyra as a young teenager. Second season could be that that area we explore where Damon marries the daughter of Driftmark, has his kids. He's Vagar. Rhaenyra's older. She has her kids with the not Sir Kristen, the other guy, the other knight. That's
there are
Wrong.
bits that you definitely needed and wanted to see.
right.
In between, it feels. Don't get me. Tell me if I'm wrong here. It feels as if each episode, it's like when you skip to the next bit, it feels like, oh, I've missed all the interesting stuff, and you've put me
Right.
back in the lull, right?
Because
You know,
because I'll say this. As the kids got older, I did want to I wanted to see more of the dynamic with these kids too, especially Rhaenyra's kid and Damon's kids. Like I really want to see their dynamic because I like them in episode 7 when they freaking beat when they freaking jumped Aemon. I liked it, but I wanted to see their dynamics. I really like that moment in episode 7 where they their mother died and the kids come over and they don't really know each other like that. Like I said, they haven't seen each other. They come over there, hold her hand and stuff, and they're comforting each other. That's if I wanted to see a little bit more, but they just went ahead and sped past a lot.
Yeah, and it felt also like the episode, like it was a cliffhanger. You know, that episode where that stupid freak, for instance, who is in love with Rhaenyra and beat a guy to death for some bizarre reason because of that. There was clearly like a cliffhanger at the end of that episode where he's about to kill himself, and then the queen.
They never followed up on that.
It's like, oh, okay, but now he's just the queen's guard. It's like, actually, I want to know that story. I want to know why. What did she say to him? What, like, oh, it's okay. Didn't the king get pissed that he beat someone to death in his wedding? I mean, like all of these things that needed to be answered were just conveniently kind of like, we'll just go over that. And that's the problem with time jumping. And what I was going to say is, like, I've got to admit now that I wouldn't watch this show if it wasn't for Game of Thrones. It's a good show. I'm not saying it, but it's not a good show that's really my kind of thing. You know, it's dealing with stuff that I ain't really, royal intrigues and the dilly dalliances between, like, who wants to be queen and the queen's fucking this person, but like, all of that stuff. I don't care. I like dragons. I like battles. I like knights, and chivalry and quests. That's what I like. That's what I liked about Game of Thrones. And this isn't that, and the only reason I'm watching it now is because of Game of Thrones. Or it's connected to Game of Thrones. And again, I want to give the caveat that it's not a bad show. If you like The Crown or something like that, maybe you'd like this show. Or Vikings or something. I don't know. Those kind of like historical drama shows.
Right.
Well, I think the time skips are because the main plot is succession. You got to have time skip so that the main characters can born all of these kids. Rhaenyra has like 4 kids now. That's a lot of contenders there. Allison,
she's 1, 2. Those Driftmark kids don't really count because she's not going to let them. Well, she's using the girls to marry to her auntie, so they can bring together, Driftmark, and make those ties much stronger. She's about to have
to unite the bloodline.
I think she has 2 kids with Daemon.
Yeah, and one of them was named Viserys that she told, and it was an older one.
She's about to have kids with the bloodline. I think she has 2 kids with Daemon.
Yeah, Aegon. One of them was named Viserys that she told. You guys know one of you have their video.
I think that's Nerd Man.
Sorry, man. Sorry, my fault.
That's why we stopped talking, so like we wouldn't.
What's up?
Anyways,
bro?
I was saying like, look, hi, big bro. I was just saying, listen, they have to skip time just to show us the family thing. To me, I want to be attached to an actor. You know what I mean? Let's have some time pass and whatnot. But with all of this. It's just
see, look, I'm totally fine with that. If they I feel like they should have just kept this at 1 season and did these time skips. Because I don't know how much they're gonna drag it. They're gonna drag it out. Maybe second season, Rhaenyra and them won't even be a factor. She might be dead by the time second season comes. Then it's just focused on the children.
Is that
Like,
how the
who
book
knows
went?
at that point? I don't know, but I'm
I
assuming
think
the
he's
next
pretty much
season
going to be
is
dead.
about to be about these kids.
I
Because
think she's going to
Rhaenyra,
be dead.
she's gonna be queen at some point. That's why she's doing all this. She has to take over, but we know her reign is not going to be that long.
See, I would have taken a subplot just to slow the season down and slow the time down. I don't know, give Sir Kristen a battle against someone so that it could satisfy us. We'd be like, ooh, episode 9, this is where Kristen fights what's his name, this new character we invented who wasn't part of the books. Yeah, it would be considered filler, but because it's so entertaining to me and it will result in a fight, like that's what I want in a TV show. So I'd be fine with
they
it.
actually are setting up a a fight with Damon's little fanboy. Damon's little fanboy.
Damon's fanboy.
No, Damon's fanboy. Aemon.
Oh.
He dresses just like him. He looks like him. Boy, he lost his eye. He tries to be like him. Yeah. So supposedly they're supposed
That's
to
one
fight.
thing I didn't get. So why was the older one the one with the cut eye, and the younger one seemed to didn't have a cut eye?
Aemon's youngest. He's the one who got his eye cut.
Yeah, exactly. And then this week you saw that the younger one seemed to be the one without his eye cut, and then the older looking one had an eye cut.
No,
Did you not see that?
The actor
No, Aemon, the one with the eye patch, that's Aemon. The one who's with the shorter hair, that's Aegon. Who raped the girl, that's Aegon.
That's another one of the words you're not supposed to say on YouTube.
Oh yeah. It's too late now. I already said it. But yeah, that's Aegon. It's just Aemon looks very different. Like he looks drastically different. Like he glowed up. He definitely had his glow up. And he changed, but that's Aemon. He's the younger one. Aegon was the firstborn before the rest.
The concentration on your face looks like you're searching the actor's age.
Yeah, I wanted to look up the cast actually of the episode because I was sure that I was looking at things wrong because
No, I agree. I was going through it too, but I told myself that the plot had the younger of the two had his eye cut, so I knew that who was who. Aemon, I didn't know their names, but Aemon is supposed to be looking younger, but it doesn't for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, so they said at this point they're by episode 8, all of them are between the age of 17 to 21. So all the cousins, they're all between the age of 17 to 21.
Yeah, but show the other brother in this episode.
Aegon.
Yeah, that other brother is
looks
vulgar.
Way younger than him.
Oh yeah, I agree. He did.
If you type Aegon Targaryen, you know how many people are going to show up? They're all Aegon.
Yeah, he's at the sixth.
Yeah, I agree. He does look younger. Yeah, he does. Well,
and he's the one who sexually assaulted someone.
I think it's because Aemon's demeanor and the way he carries himself makes him look older. But yeah, I do agree. He does look younger.
I think he's going to die soon. And that's why they casted an older guy for Aegon, just because he's going to be here for the next time skip, I think.
Yeah. So from what I'm hearing, Aemon is supposed to be going out very soon. Him and Daemon are supposed to, they're supposed to go at it.
Okay.
Right. And is there another episode? There's another 2, right? Is there another 2, or is the next one the last episode? There's another 2. What are you guys thinking of it? I guess you're enjoying it, and
I'm enjoying it. My only issue is really these time skips. It's clear to see the time skips, but like you said, you want to let some of this stuff marinate, and you want to sit with some of it just a little bit. Like when we saw young Rhaenyra, I wasn't really ready to let her go. I like the older Rhaenyra we have. She's great. I love this older Rhaenyra too, but I didn't want to let young Rhaenyra go just yet. I wanted her to get a little bit more development over, just like a couple more episodes. Like I said, you have going to have multiple seasons. There's no need to rush it. If this was one season, I totally understand why they're doing these time skips, because you're trying to get to the end. You're trying to get to the end. You do it in one season.
Where is the end?
And let me ask you this: Do you not think? So I'll put it like this: like, do you think they've overcooked it a little bit? Like, are you on anyone's team right now? Because some people are saying like Team Rhaenyra, Team.
Oh, Team Rhaenyra.
You're on Team Rhaenyra.
Freak the Hightowers.
Nah, yeah, I'm not on Team Hightowers for sure, of course, and they're portrayed to be the villains. But because I think Rhaenyra is a protagonist, I'm looking at it from her, without being on her team, but I'm looking at it from her angle.
You're looking at it from her angle. Are you
okay?
Look,
I got her back. Everybody doubting the hell out of her. I got her.
Are you
back.
all right with her just killing her gay husband, even though they had an agreement?
I'm okay. I like the twist. Okay,
everyone's going on like she's the good guy, but she literally just killed the dude that was like, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna stay here for the children. He got cocked and he still looked after these children. These children look nothing like him, bro. It's like me and UK dots.
Hey, look, you know, sometimes when a white woman and a black man have a baby, the baby might come out whiter than usual.
Man, look, I'm still looking for that paternity test on you, and I'm just saying they look even more different. So
right, like I said, they even commented on it. It's pretty much like Amon knows, they all know that those are not their kids. But Viserys is the big reason why everybody kept their mouth shut about it, because we seen just in episode 8 what happened when they tried to challenge the what did she say? Challenge the legitimacy of her children, right? Even though they know it's bullshit. But like I said, Viserys was there to hey, cut all this noise out because these are my daughter's kids. Even though he probably knew, he really didn't care. Like, it's his daughter's kids. Like, nobody don't talk shit about my kids. And I did want to ask, how do you guys feel about Viserys in these last 3 episodes? I really like Viserys in episode 8.
He is the only hero in this show. He is actually the greatest character in the show and the greatest actor in the show. And I'm team him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Did you hear what George R. Martin said about his portrayal of the character? He said it's better than the books.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He said this version of Viserys in this show is better than what he wrote in the books. He gave.
But how often does he give compliments like that though? Has he ever said that for anybody else?
Isn't
I don't think he has.
Okay, then it means something.
Notes, though, isn't it?
But Nerdman, you've come a long way, because you were saying earlier about how this king has the worst. I don't even feel sorry for him. He's the worst leader, and now all of a sudden you're saying
it's just his acting is his acting. So like episode 8, when you see him walking up the altar, well, not the altar, but to his throne, you see him
the walking was nice.
Stuff. He just came up there. He stopped drinking that milk of the pot because he knew it was clouding his judgment, and he looked disgusting. I'm sorry. That was nasty to see his. I was disgusted.
The budget was there.
The budget was there, and he looked hideous. It looked great, but man, he was hideous. I was ready for someone to just kill him. He needed to die early. He was suffering, but he came in clutch for his daughter. Walked up there, looked all weak and stuff. Like, the acting in there was just great. It's all good in there, man.
Oh no, he was fantastic, and I mean, obviously CG and all of that, and makeup and whatever, all of that helps with the performance. But it's still a fantastic performance, and it's not. You're right. If he had a continued Killmonger the way he was going in the beginning, I would just appreciate him as an actor, but not as a character. But I think he's just. Each week he gets better and better in terms of his performance. I don't need to go on about that anymore, but he is the hero of the story in my mind. He's the one who goes to his brother like, let's make amends, and always forgives his brother. He's the one who can see beyond the limitations of his own time and can say, hey, let my daughter be queen. She is the firstborn. I don't care about like the traditions and whatever. I'm gonna break tradition and do something different. He's the only one who's proven worthy of being a king. He's he's been king during peacetime. You know what I mean? All this time, and that says something for the virtue of how his kind of an even-handedness of his leadership style, right? And many may see him as weak. Many may see him as weak for that, but I think, sorry,
I am team. So what's his name? Not Corliss, but his brother, because he had the gall to be in that courtroom and say, the kids are a bastard, and then he said like, Raynar is a whore, and then what happened to him afterwards?
That shit. He was bold to say that shit right in front of the king. He didn't care.
Funny.
But when he
sees the king as weak. That is the weakness of the king. That for me is the one thing I don't like about his character, because there's being even-handed and being a good king and stuff like that. But if somebody's gonna try and embarrass you like that, execute him on the spot, bruh. You don't call my daughter a whore and like the children, but that's the only thing I don't like about Viserys. I mean, I like
and see. That's why
he's forward thinking, but
and see, just to compliment him, and Nerman, just to compliment him, he has his brother, and this is why I really like this episode 8. Him and his brother made amends, right? Him and his brother truly made amends. His brother saw him. His brother saw him so weakened and stuff coming to him, and when they confronted confronted his wife, whoever his name is, confronted her about giving him the milk of Poppy and stuff, and him like slowly dying out and stuff, and like they're just like getting on her like, yo, like what y'all been doing to him? He's clearly dying, like he's suffering. And he's like, yo, your high tower's moving in here like this, like no, this ain't right. And then when they get to the part when they're trying to decide who's gonna lead Driftmark, he comes in clutch for his brother, slices his head off. The guy who comes and disrespects his wife, his brother, in that room, slices his head off. Like he has his brother still there to back him up and compliment him when he can't have the stomach.
And he should have been the hand of the king. Now you think about it.
Yeah, Damon should have.
Because they are the perfect balance to each other. Because that's the one thing that is the weakness of the king is the one thing that's his strength. And the one thing that's maybe he's got much more weaknesses than the king, but at least he knows, like, hey, when it comes down to it, don't fuck about, like, don't disrespect. Do you know what I'm saying?
And real quick, I have to bring this up real quick. What I thought was so funny about this, him just pulling out this dagger like he really thought he was about to go out there and do something. He was ready to fight. Got to give him props. He's ready to fight. He couldn't handle the disrespect. The disrespect was too much. Oh my god, that was funny.
He did pull out that knife like he was like.
You wanted.
It's like, what are you gonna do, old man?
I'm surprised that video is on YouTube.
And so, what sickness?
I like the episode, by the way. I didn't think. I just want more dragons and quests. That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. The one down since episode 3, the biggest downside has been like, even though the dialogue has been engaging, that's the one thing about Game of Thrones you can always say is great about it. Dialogue is engaging. It's not. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie, right? It may not be as action packed, but damn, that dialogue is engaging as hell. That's what keeps you drawn in. You can take something as little as talking about Dora the Explorer, and it can turn into a great dialogue about anything.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the dialogue, just like Game of Thrones, is just so engaging with a great cast of people. But this does need some action to it. Like, we only got one big action set piece, and that was episode 3.
And
that was, couple episodes ago.
What's happening in the next episode? I don't know. What's the preview say? Because maybe they're saving it all for the last 2 episodes, like the finales or something. But for me, it seemed like this story has taken an almost opposite course because all the tension was rising, like in the middle, almost from the beginning, the tension was there. And now it seems like it's just gone straight down. It's like everyone's forgiven each other. I don't see how the Queen, even if he said, oh, your son should be the leader now, not her. I don't see how after that reconciliation, she can go back to the same attitude. She can't. It's not natural.
And also, even though, and let's be real, they all fake made up in that room. Just because Viserys was there, they all didn't mean it.
I think the two women were genuine.
Yeah, they
genuine been what? Been making up, or genuine in let's just settle, let's bury the hatchet? I think that's what it was. It wasn't like
Rhaenyra and the wife was like, yeah, let's bury it.
The hatchet was buried 2 feet underground, not 6.
The kids still got their beef. Aemon, he's not going. He hasn't forgiven.
But I don't see how you can set Viserys off against what's her name, Hightower, and it come off natural unless she does something else to her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for enmity. Even if you want the throne, there's no reason to do it. Like, now, you look. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way what's her name? I always get
Daenerys.
Daenerys, pardon me. The way she killed her husband, she didn't do it out of hate or anger or anything like that. She just did it because she knew she needed him out of the way. Right. That's the only way I can see this conflict resolving with the two of them now. Because I can't see it being based on bitterness after everything that was said at that table. Because it's just going to be fake. It's like, oh, now you're angry again. What happened?
Okay, retro filmmaker just said it. He is not dead. He escaped to Essos. So on the boat, his lover, who Daemon paid all that money to kill his lover. His lover is like, all right, listen, you're going to join me. We're going to live in Essos together. Rhaenyra doesn't know it. Daemon doesn't know it, but they burnt a body into the fire. The remains are there. There's no actual proof whether or not it's the Corlys' son. It's somebody.
Oh, I thought. Wait. I thought Rhaenyra knew that. I thought Rhaenyra knew that he escaped and faked his death.
Superboy, don't go crazy now.
I don't think that Rhaenyra and Daemon know. I thought that was a complete secret because all we ever heard was Daemon say, "I'm gonna pay you money, boyfriend. You guys, live over there where people don't ask questions. That's your price, bomb." So he did that. Allegedly, the father of those kids are dead. So he's bald now, and he's just on his boat living his life. And if anyone goes to Essos in this season or next season, I'm expecting them to what like getting some apples at the market.
All right, if he's the only brother there, and there's so many Caucasian people
in Essos, not like that in Essos.
No, but hey, wait a second. Does he really believe that? And Superboy, stop getting crazy now. All right, you're going too far. You know what I'm saying? That's
Superboy. If you want to join us, you can.
Well, what did he say wrong?
But let me say, there's two things, right? That if this kid is in Essos, that would be a good twist. Because I didn't understand why she would kill. That made me feel very cold towards Rhaenyra.
Wait, Nerman, did you watch episode 7 until the end? Did you miss the little part at the end when they showed that he faked his death?
Maybe you didn't recognize it, but the boy shaved his golden locks, the black one, the half white, half black one. He hopped onto the boat and they started rowing away. So the two gay lovers are alive.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he faked his death so he can get away with his lover.
It was the haircut. That's why you didn't notice.
But wait a second.
I
think what's his name? I think Rhaenyra set that up. I think she was part of that.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering, because the way she's talking about it, she's lying to her auntie about about what happened to her son. She's lying to her auntie, but I'm assuming she does know that Laenor is like hiding.
No, she knows. If that's the case, then I've completely misread the character, and she's definitely the hero, and I'm on her team because I did not see that. Like I thought.
What if she didn't know? What if that was
Basically,
the guy who took the money? I don't know his name, but the white guy who was gay. What if he's like, okay, I'll take your money, sure. I'll just take another body and throw it into the fire. I'll make
Right.
it look like because they were like there was a kid who had to run off to get help. Remember that? So that's
And
your
that
witness right there.
that's one Lenore brought as a witness on purpose.
Yeah. So
no,
Lenore,
no,
thank you.
no.
So
He
Lenore's
brought
like,
him
all
as
right,
a
well, our
witness.
witness just went off. Now let's get a body to throw inside of the fire. They're not gonna know it's Lenore. They're not gonna know who it is. And they did the deed that way. I don't think Rhaenyra knows because all we seen was Rhaenyra telling Daemon, "What if we did this? What if we did that?" And that would be the plan. Then you see Daemon running off to the gay lover, and then Laenor, since he loves him, was like, "Yo, let's just fake it." So yes, to everything, you can still hate Rhaenyra because she does
Right,
think
bro.
that she killed her husband.
No, I don't think she does. There's no way. I just don't. Like everything that I was just intuiting as like, what is wrong with this show? Like, why am I, um, why am I supposed to be
I agree.
going
So
like,
Scott.
what you rooting for this character when she does shit like that? What you just said explained everything, so I can
Do
be
you
like,
think
oh,
Daemon
okay,
knows?
I get it now. So she did that, and that was the thing because her husband coming to her like that, she could have said, "Oh, look, we're never going to be happy like this," and blah blah blah, and I'm going to be happier with Damon. You're going to be happy with this. These aren't even really your kids, bro. Let's be real. Let me go, marry Damon, get a stronger claim to the throne. You don't even have to deal with this life, and you can go off with your gay lover. It makes all the sense in the world. I don't believe she thought she was going to have him killed at all.
Can we get
I
into
think
it
that was
though?
the twist. It was supposed to make us think that that
Yeah.
was what she was going to do, but the twist was that there's no
Lenore
way.
did something different.
You know how the
Because that
human
makes her
No,
the
body.
hero.
I thought it was a solid twist because this thing I would have been there, which I was like, why is Rhaenyra going to kill Lenore? I get it. She wants to. I understand why she would have wanted to do it. People keep on questioning her bloodline. She needs to make it legitimate. So why not have her baby with Daemon, be with him? So they have a full blooded Targaryen. Like why not? But when Lenore did the little twist, I'm cool with it. And obviously she had to know about it too. So
No,
I'm
but
fine.
I honestly, I was not cool with her killing him. Like, I was kind of like a little bit baffled. Not only did it just make it like, I don't know who to root for. Are you trying to get me to root for the woman who just killed her husband, who came to her in the nicest way possible and saying, I haven't been here and
Hey,
blah, blah,
but
blah, and
Nerdman,
apologize and everything.
look,
I
look.
didn't know how that makes her the good guy other than she's the main character in the story. And I
But
thought, oh, maybe it's a Game of Thronesy thing. Like they're trying to do Game of Thrones, but they're going a bit too far because they're making it like you can't even like the person. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, what are you going to say, Kendall?
But to be fair, in defense of Rhaenyra, right? In defense of Rhaenyra, I understand Laenor is a homosexual man. But is it that hard just to get one girl pregnant? Just once? Because you needed a baby.
Listen, they know a
Yeah,
lot about the reproductive system with the T that they have in place. They know that a woman has a certain amount of time when she's ovulating in that 29-day cycle, right? So just get her while she's ovulating, have the other dude in the room, and he can reach the
Well, but the
climax for her.
well,
I
but
think that was stupid. Like the fact that she had 3 kids when they have something that can end pregnancies. I think that was dumb.
No, she wanted kids.
Yeah, but why would you want kids? Like the first one, it's as the Queen said, the first one I understand, but when there's 2 of them, 3 now, I think it was 3 at the end,
yeah,
or is it
Three.
still?
no. The first two, and this why I say Rhaenyra messed it up at. Laenor should have at least gave her one, just one.
Yeah,
The other
exactly.
two was like, okay, you got some extras, but the problem was this is my issue with Laenor. I understand he's gay. No issue with that. Totally fine. and he's probably disgusted by vagina and all that. I don't blame him.
Well, friction is friction.
Wait,
But
what did you say?
but let me continue. Well, as I was saying,
And just do it for your clan. Like, it's not that hard. You can have the first 10 minutes being with him, and that final, most important juicing process. Just make sure you're in the right position for it.
But see, what I'm trying to say is where Lenore messed it up for Rhaenyra, and he could have split into his thing. He should have at least just gave her one baby. That's it. Like, I understand you don't want to stick your thing in any vagina. That's fine, but just fight through it. Do it real quick. And that's the only time you had to do it, because Rhaenyra was totally fine with him being with him being with his gay lover and doing whatever he wanted to do. And she wanted to do whatever she wanted to do with whoever she liked.
By the way, they did do this. They did the act. And what's
How do you know that? There's no scene of that.
No, they said it. They said that they did it. They performed.
Yeah, they said they tried, but we know Lenore bailed out because he couldn't. He doesn't.
Well, they should have tried my strategy.
Yeah, but the problem was they had that tea. Do you remember the special tea the dad got her? They had that. So what I'm saying is, I know she wants children and blah, 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 but she knows the situation she's in. She knows that she'd be putting the one kid who, like her first kid, in severe danger by having another child by this guy. The more children she had, the more she put her children in danger.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Because now she got a...
You're right. She should have done exactly what you're saying. Like, just, dude, come on, bro.
At least have one baby by Lenore. Now what she has to do is she needs to... Okay, so this is what she has now. She may not... She has two full-blooded Targaryen babies now. So one of them can take the throne after hers. Like, she's set. Now she has to use her two kids that are the son of that night, and have them be with the daughters of Driftmark to make Driftmark happy, which I guess helps her. It ties the families together, but it's like, I'll just say this: those kids was good backups, just in case. They was good backups. Like, in this case, they was some solid backups. They was.
Can I say one thing? If that king is alive next week, bro, if he's fucking alive next week, that's it for me. And I love, I've said I love the acting and whatever. He's great. But how long has this cat been alive for, bro? You're like, oh, he's dead this week. That's it. He's finished. He fainted in the wedding. Okay, that's it. That was he had a good innings, great performance.
I held hope at the wedding. I thought he was still going to be there. This episode, I didn't, when they started off 5 years, I'm like, oh, then he's gone. But no, they've got the sustaining 5-year drug that now he's gone, though. Now, with the way he was breathing.
He fell asleep in this one. Do you remember this one? He fell asleep in the bed.
Asleep?
Yeah.
That's all?
And it was like, oh, he's dead now. If he's alive in this next episode, I think I'll just laugh myself to death because that's hilarious.
Wait, quick question, just to remind. So, what disease does he have again?
The one where your bone on your shoulder shows.
No, it's HIV.
Grayscale.
He caused some type of monster. He got something. But I guess that was all payback for how he did his wife dirty in the episode.
You got the Magic Johnson, bro.
No, yeah. Are you still on Team King Viserys? He did his wife way dirty when Rhaenyra was having her little brother. They air for a day.
Didn't he have the boy either? The boy died too. And
what do you make of Otto Hightower now? He's enough.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me that he's just back, but I guess like I said, they've been giving that king the milk of Poppy to keep him subdued a bit, to mess with his mind. So the wife could have easily just brought her dad back in, but it's kind of weird to me that he was back, because you saw in episode 5 he was literally booted out for disrespecting Rhaenyra, with sending out spies and stuff. We didn't send out spies. We had a spy around that area. Saw Rhaenyra, came back to the king with some bullshit that he didn't want to hear. You know, it's kind of weird that he's back again. But like I said, his daughter is his wife. So at that point, she can do whatever she want. Hell, she even, and I think that's why she brought in Sir Creston. She knew how crusty he was gonna be. She didn't want to have sex with him no more. So it makes sense why Sir Creston was by her side.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, look, episode 8. What did you think? Because we've been going all over the place in all the different plot lines. What did you? What was your general kind of?
It was a good, culminating, well episode that took into account everyone's thing. The time skip was a lot.
Too much peace. It dampened down the conflict.
Nah, with what the kids have cooking,
I think the conflict's about to get amped up because, like I said earlier, between the adults, they have settled because they're a lot older. They know how to set certain bullshit aside. The kids, especially Amon, they're about to ignite some shit that was supposed to be mended this episode. They're young. They're not going to understand. They really don't care. Like, look at Aegon, right? He's oldest brother. He's supposed to be setting an example and being better, and he's still like raping the servants and stuff, and getting them pregnant and all that shit.
And he was making it rain.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to. That's the shit they do at this time. They're cutthroat and freaking savages, but Aegon's just wilding out and shit. Like, he's gonna do something stupid, and Aemon's about to do something stupid. He's gonna try and challenge Daemon and all that, and Daemon may have to kill his own brother. Technically, that is his nephew. He's gonna have to kill his nephew.
Yeah.
So your question is what? What was the question you directed?
No, it's just because we've gone all over the last, I think, 2 episodes and the fight and with the kids and the fact. Well, I didn't understand. Did you understand why he got the dragon? Just because
I don't know why the dragon.
I don't know why the dragon bonded with him. I guess it was the way he commanded it, by speaking to it. But like I said, dragons bond with you at birth. I never seen a dragon like adopt someone new. But we saw in Game of Thrones, remember when
Jon Snow?
Yeah, remember when Daenerys dragon bonded with Jon, and Jon never grew up with that dragon.
No, I get that, but the point is, why would they let him take the dragon just because he bonded with it?
I mean,
I guess they couldn't stop him.
I mean, there's nothing they can really do unless one of the daughters could have went and commanded it like he did, but he just went in there and spoke the language, said it, said it in a stern manner, and he got that dragon.
Unlike Targaryens, dragons don't cheat. It's one partner only.
It was messed up that he did that the same day as the funeral, but hey, he got a dragon. You know what he did was smart.
Another thing that really bothered me about that funeral. Sorry, come on.
And like I said, real quick, what he did was smart, because even though Aemon is weak as shit and all that and lost his eye, one thing he did gain that was so special that he needed was a dragon. Because what's a Targaryen without dragon? Nothing. They're nothing. Targaryens their power relies with the dragon.
Yeah. I was going to say the one thing that bothered me in that episode, I don't know how you felt about it, was when Daemon laughed, putting Rhaenyra on blast at the funeral. I didn't really. I was just like, you're just trying to be cool again. You're just trying to be that character, And it's not his fault. I'm not saying it's Matt Smith's fault, but it's the way the character's written, where he's always trying to steal the show somehow. But it's like, Are you really stealing it? Is it making sense what you're doing right now? You're there, you're laughing, you're putting this girl on blast who you're supposed to love. You know, because he
For
was
me,
laughing.
I think he did it because that dude was disrespecting, like, well, he was trying to take shots at Rhaenyra, the uncle. He was taking shots at her while it was doing doing the little eulogy for
You think he was taking shots at her?
no, he was. Like, he was
Oh,
literally
really?
looking at Rhaenyra and talking, throwing sneak dissing the kids.
I missed a whole lot about this show.
But like I said, like I say, I don't know why he laughed. Like I say, it could have been that he just laughed because, like, oh, you're like, oh, you're trying to talk shit about my niece, like, right now, or are you serious? Or he could just legitimately been laughing because he literally doesn't give a fuck. Like, all this is probably just bullshit to him.
I thought he was laughing because it was taking shots at Rhaenyra.
Oh no, that's what I think he was laughing for. But so many things was happening in that scene where you can interpret it how Damon did it in whatever way you probably wanted to. But that's what I think he laughed, was because the dude was taking shots at Rhaenyra and he wasn't.
Superboy, you degenerate. Why are you taking shots at DC when your name's Superboy?
You got a point. I might take my name.
Yeah, we know you.
You
We
know
you
you love
Black
DC,
Adam,
bro.
Superboy.
He knows he loves DC. That's his problem. Anyway, what did what's up, man?
What up?
Yeah, you shaking down the streets with your MCU fuck homies.
Yeah, man. I'm telling everyone, go watch, Black Panther 2, man.
Oh, that looked tight though.
Don't give that your money.
Come on, bro. Chillmonger, that did look tight.
I don't care how it looked.
Tell me that did not look
Namor
tight.
looked
I'm
dope.
sorry.
You're not excited for Namor?
Latino Namor from Not Atlantis.
Oh my god!
Everyone, go support the
Oh
woman.
my
Go
God.
support the Woman King instead of Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Go support the Woman King instead of Black Panther 2.
I can't
No, if they don't recast the character and they kill the character, then we shouldn't support it with money to give them so that they can feel okay with the decision. No.
Okay.
I'm not financially supporting Wakanda anything until T'Challa returns to the MCU. Variant, whatever, T'Challa needs to be back. And then I'll start financially supporting the Wakanda side of Marvel again.
I mean, I get what you're saying though, but like, if it's a good movie, I'll support it. I don't care. Like, I don't see how it could be, given that they're making this horrible girl from the last film into Black Panther. I personally can't see how it's going to be a good film.
Into a Black
if
Panther.
I hear
I
from
agree.
the right people that it's a good film and it's worth seeing, I will go and see it. But that's it. But if most likely, I'm not going to go and see it.
Good job, Nerd Man. Hashtag recast.
Wow.
For me,
Right. Wow.
for me personally, and everybody knows this, I said this in my other video the other day. Well, yeah, I did in a video recently about Black Panther. It's just a weird, like, sequel to any movie in any franchise ever, to me personally. It's just a weird sequel. You go from first movie, you get T'Challa, you get somewhat of his backstory. You basically see, his story, him be rising to be king, and then next movie he dies. It's like, that's a weird sequel. Just a weird sequel. If this was a one-off type of thing, totally understand, like a trilogy that's set in its own contained universe, maybe, but this is part of a bigger universe that's supposed to be expanding and going further and beyond and stuff. We don't know how many phases are gonna go, but it's like they literally just rushed through so much story of Black Panther, and it's like, really? You literally just rushed through all this. Like, we didn't rush to get the Thanos. That took 10 years. Why rush this?
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have made Black Panther 2. I think they should have waited till Phase 7. They ain't
Right.
recast.
Like
After Secret Wars.
Definitely wait. And I would, and me personally, I would have been totally down to wait too. Is like I said, this stuff is a long form of media that you're gonna have to be patient for. You know, so you want good stuff, good content out of it, but there has to be a patience with it. Like with the Godzilla universe, they're doing a MonsterVerse. I don't know what they're building up to, but I gotta be patient with whatever they're building up to. It's got to be some patience with it. But even the people making the universe are speeding past it when they shouldn't be, which is fucked up. But oh well.
But don't worry, Black Adam is here to save the day.
Oh God, no!
That's how Black Adam. I'm gonna get 2 tickets for Thursday. I might call out of work. I already got 1 ticket for a 4 p.m. show, and I'm gonna get another ticket for the 7 p.m. show, and I'm gonna watch it back to back.
Wow.
IMAX. Watch it back to back all day.
Hey, plan those bathroom breaks.
I think I'll be good. So I'm not gonna buy that freaking expensive ass food. These are all right. Last time I went to the theater, I went to get some chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. That shit was $15 for 6 pieces of chicken nuggets. They was good ass chicken nuggets too, but it was 6 freaking pieces, $15. That's bullshit.
Can you get nuggets in Europe?
They should have chicken nuggets in Europe, right, Nerdman?
But at the theaters.
Yeah, they do. Listen,
the AMC's they should have chicken nuggets.
I'm gonna be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going now.
You have the keys from here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you look, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You can mute it.
All right. I'm gonna be gone for about 10 minutes. I'm coming back. Okay.
We might still be here. We might still be here more than likely.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on the whole House of Dragon entirety. Is the time skips a problem to you?
No. There's no problem. I like the time skip.
What if they have more time skips in the next season?
I will be angry. But I trust Warner Brothers with their TV shows, so they won't do time skips.
With me, the time skipping, I respect that first time skip because it began when Viserys was younger and his sister or his cousin was also there, and they're like, "Yo, we can't choose a girl." So that was a time skip to get us to the present, and then all of a sudden, Rhaenyra was born. So thankfully they didn't really do that for two. They time skipped, but it was like a quick one.
Yeah.
And like I say, even though there's a lot of time skips, the time skips to me, the only thing lacking from is that we don't get the stuff in between, but they're easy for me to follow, like easy for me to adjust to. A lot of time skips in some TV shows can be confusing because they don't either one put dates, structure them in a way. Some flashbacks may take place before. Some flashbacks may take place in the past, but it's written as if it's in the present. But the flashbacks are the time skips are clear. It's linear. It's going forward. It's not going back and forth. There's no flashbacks really of anything. But there is that, that lack of filling in those dots in between, filling in those blanks. But I'm fine with them. Second and third season, I don't think you're going to need them because whatever kids are going to be left, I think the show's going to be based around Rhaenyra, the queen, and those kids. Yeah. Whatever kids are left is going to be really based around them and whatever drama happens there. Daemon, I don't know where Daemon's going to go from here. Like, I don't know what his fate's going to be. I really feel like he might rule with Rhaenyra, but something means like, I feel like he's gonna do something shady and just put that. Nah. I know he's not, but I just have that feeling. I feel like he would do something.
Yeah, but I think the only kids that going to get recast is probably Rhaenyra and Daemon kids. Aegon, the Aegon and Joffrey. They probably gonna get recast, and that's it. That's
it. Do you guys? All right. So Aemond, I really feel like he's about to go. Do you guys feel like anything's going to happen to to Rhaenyra's 2 boys?
I don't want to spoil it. Please no. I read the books. I read. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I want to know how far the books go because I'm expecting just time skip after time skip where we're just gonna jump 100 years by the end of the show.
So I'm wondering like when does the Song of Ice and Fire like, and like who does it conclude with?
Well, I think in the book they don't explain it, but I'm not gonna say anything. That's it. I don't want to spoil that.
All right. We'll wait. We'll wait until season 3, whenever that comes out.
Yeah, but
is there enough material for season 3?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me ask this. Is Rhaenyra gonna is majority of this gonna be we're gonna be following Rhaenyra, or is there gonna be someone else that takes her place that we follow to finish the story with?
What do you mean?
Like we're following Rhaenyra right now.
Yeah.
Is this book, the story, going to end with Rhaenyra, or is someone going to take her spot and it ends with them?
No, it's the point of view of Rhaenyra and Allison and all that.
Got it. Just make sure.
Yeah.
So
And
Rhaenyra,
I'm telling you, I think the Dance of the Dragons. That's what it's called when they, when the two sides battle.
yeah, the Dance of Dragons. I keep on the Song of Ice and Fire. The Dance of Dragons.
Yeah, Team Blacks and Team Green. Yeah. I don't want to spoil nothing, but he'd be a lot of dragons. He'd be a lot of dragons in the battle. A lot of them. I would say like 16, 10.
There's
Be a
only
bunch of
10.
dragons.
They said there's only 10 earlier.
Yeah.
They just had, if you've seen in this at the beginning episode 8, was it 2 eggs? 2 more eggs was
3 more eggs.
3 more eggs was born.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I think those are Vagar's baby. No,
it
might be Vagar's babies.
Who's Vagar?
One of the
Aemon's
biggest dragons. The Aegon, the first used to ride. The first Aegon, not that, piece of shit Aegon the second, but
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a female dragon, so I'm assuming those are gonna be her kids.
Yeah.
And she's the biggest dragon, so probably is gonna be used for breeding and stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
So we only got like 5 minutes left. Get ready to close it up with some closing thoughts. Wish Nerdman could have gave his grade. Well, he did. He said it's like a 7 out of 10 right now for him. Me is between a 7 to 9, not a 10 out of 10 just yet. I don't think I would end up giving the show a 10 out of 10. More than likely, I can see myself giving it a 9, especially for this first season. The only thing setting me back is the time skips, but I think the show is solid so far. It's amazing. Dialogue is so riveting. Characters are so engaging. I love it.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 from Chill.
I give it a 9.
9 out of 10 for Superboy. So you'd be between an 8 and a 9. Like I said, the show's really good. And it's averaging a lot of viewers and stuff, which is really freaking good. 10 they haven't released the episode count they haven't released the viewer count for the next episodes, but the first 2 episodes 10 million each. I think and then it was 10 million plus for the second episode.
Oh, that never happens. Like just show is increasing. Okay.
Yeah. But I've been seeing some talks on, just Twitter. Haven't seen much on Instagram, but people have been showing a little bit of disinterest in the recent 3 episodes. Seen some slight disinterest, but it seems like everyone's still hyped up in general for it.
I saw some memes talking the way that Viserys was walking into the throne. That sparked a whole lot of internet chatter and just fun.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was a dope scene. I love that scene.
Yeah.
And walking up all week and stuff because he came through to support his daughter. You didn't think he would, but he popped up. He showed up, and man, he's still disgusting. Gosh.
Yeah, he looks disgusting, bro.
So did his arm just fall off? He lost his arm too. That's crazy.
Lost his arm, his eyes.
Oh yeah. So when that Superboy since year. Oh, so what disease does he have?
Virus of the poppy.
Might be. Maybe that milk of the poppy stuff is what been keeping him like that.
Well, I think in the books they never explain how he got the disease. He just got it.
Okay.
One could say he got cut by the throne, and that's why, because he wasn't worthy by the
Yeah.
throne. Or some people say he, by a plague. I don't know, but they never explain it in the books.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we just know he got a disease. He's sick. He looked nasty. Now he dead. Good. Now he resting. Hopefully he's dead and he's not alive, because I don't want to see that no more. That was disgusting.
You don't know, he probably alive.
He better not be alive.
I'm saying dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. I think he's dead. If this was the writers of season 8, they would have found a way to bring him back, like they brought
Would have
back.
found a way to make him a teenager.
Or use whatever sorcery that Red Witch used on Jon Snow to bring him back.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. But that's the type of thing that we expected, and that's why probably viewership was down here, and then it's slowly, gradually getting there, because enough people are saying, no, it's fine, don't worry about it, you can come back. George Martin he's involved, it's okay, and we're getting a good show out of it. 8 out of 10.
Yep. 9 out of 10. Okay.
Hey, it's 17 out of 20.
Okay. What do you think?
So yeah, guys, that is the House of Dragon stream. Thank you, Boy, for popping up and joining us for the short little time. Chillmonger, you're always welcome here. Will there be a 33 burning questions this upcoming Saturday, or are we taking a break?
Remember when I said there'd be a charity stream? I searched, and you need to have 10,000 subscribers to do the charity link up thing where the super chats go straight there. So no, it won't be, unless I can find out a way where I can do a donation link and everything, which I probably could in 5 days. So I don't know the answer to that question.
Check out PayPal. Maybe PayPal has a way to do charities and stuff.
I could figure it out. So yeah, maybe on Saturday, but on Sunday I'm doing 33 DC questions.
Oh, okay.
You coming for that, Superboy, at 1 p.m?
Yeah, man, I'll be there.
I'll shoot you the link.
All right.
Oh, you're doing Sunday? Shit.
No?
I'll have to see. Hopefully I could pop up. I might not be available at 1 p.m.
What time would you be available?
Probably after 3, but at that point I'm going to be resting up for work. Saturday and Friday is my only times I'll be free for sure to come on.
Okay then. Maybe.
But still, go ahead, have it. No need to wait for me. If I can't make it, I'll just watch it from the audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, that's it. We're gonna head up out of here. Thank you all for watching. Because that peace, love, positivity, and all that. Oh, real quick, I will be giving you guys an overall She-Hulk review that's coming of the whole show, and Stargirl overall season review coming. Once those shows are done, me doing episode by episode. I'm just waiting until the whole show is done. I'm gonna review it all at once.
All right.
So yeah, deuces, everybody. Thanks for watching.
What did you do? What did you do?